Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the Wolf's Den. Today, well, we beat Cold Steel 1, so now it's time to continue the story. The reason I'm late, for the curious, is, well, simply put, I was recording a video on Cold Steel 1. So, effectively I was putting the finishing touches on my look at Cold Steel 1. And now, it is time for us to start up Cold Steel 2. Now, I have admitted that this is my least favorite of the Legend of Heroes series games that I've played so far. Now, so far I have stood by that. I have. But at the same time, I don't know what it is, admittedly, exactly about this game that makes me not much care for this one as opposed to Cold Steel 1. I think it was just the very nature of I played Cold Steel 1 and it was such a good game that I just kind of felt disappointed by Cold Steel 2. Now, that is admittedly on me. Let's just be clear about that. That is on me. More than anything else. But to be honest with you, I basically jumped into this game immediately after I finished Cold Steel 1. Kind of like I'm doing now. And admittedly, there was a lot more annoying aspects, especially narrative-wise is sure, but especially freaking gameplay-wise. It's because there's just different aspects to this game. There is still a lot to enjoy here, but I just don't enjoy this one. Didn't enjoy this one as much as 1, and I basically didn't really ever replay this one. Hell, the only reason I haven't ever played replayed 3 is because, I started streaming these, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait until I get to that point. Cold Steel 2, I never had the desire to go back. But we are here. I am a little bit late, so this first session might be cut a little on the short side. But at the same time, yeah. We are going to go ahead and we are going to get started with Cold Steel 2. I love this image, by the way. I've actually loved I love a lot of the artwork of the Trails series, admittedly. So as per usual, we're going to start with the opening. This song has really grown on me, admittedly. Of course, you show Elisa first. Use this. Marcus and Elliot. Gaius. I love the outfits, by the way. The travel outfits are awesome in this game, in my opinion. Emma and Laura, an interesting combo. Two characters I really don't like. While it's not as epic in-game, that is essentially what we're doing throughout this game. It's gathering Thor students to effectively create an army. Hence why it ends on the Thor's logo. So yeah. Oh wow. Oh, is that because... Oh, that's right. That's because I tried to play this one again. That's right. I forgot about this. And because my save from my new Game Plus file is right after basically all of the opening stuff. Yeah. All right. Well, as per usual, because I really don't want to play this game on non-New Game Plus, we're going to do some New Game Plus stuff. So when you start a new game, all downloadable content will be marked as unused, blah, blah, blah. Link levels in Overdrive, character levels. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the normal stuff. Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna carry over basic stuff. I guess we won't be carrying over the notebook data. Admittedly, that was full of spoilery stuff, so admittedly, that's actually probably a good thing. But yeah. No, I'm just gonna go normal. Because I want to curb stomp this game. Loading clear data from the original game will allow you to bring in a special bonus in this one. So, yes. I absolutely would want to load the clear data we just did for Cold Steel 1, which, based on Lane's level, the following has been received: all Septium game plus times 300, attack 1, soul blur, and a Cerium powder. I believe the Cerium powder was what was missing from the last patch. And we get the golden emblem because our rank was AO. Or A0.
I was bewildered. I was impatient. I felt overwhelming disappointment with myself and anger at my own weaknesses.
Thanks for worrying about me. And thanks for reminding me to look up, not down.
On my first day with Class 7, I was sitting in a room full of strangers. Now I know I'm standing among friends.
But even with that, I've got no regrets about coming to Thor's. None at all.
Well, you sound like a good guy to have around when the going gets tough.
But getting to know you two showed me that there are nobles who live up to that name. You just keep reminding me how unlike a noble you truly are.
Before I came to the academy, I was a Jaeger.
But I'm confident Class 7 is the finest Erebonia has to offer.
I can't believe it! My very first class trip! We're gonna have the best time!
You deserve the chance to earn that legacy you were talking about. To leave a light for those who'll come after.
So brilliant was my time at the academy that those feelings consumed my every thought, my every waking moment. The time I spent with my classmates was something that, in so many ways, changed me. From the strict yet kind instructors who diligently taught us, to the people we met as we traveled across the country. The time spent with them, my memories of them, were like a truly radiant light. And somewhere, a part of me thought that radiance would continue shining for ages to come. But all it took was a single bullet to bring everything crashing down.
Yep.
Go finish your speech in hell.
This is
That
a good
bullet
flashback.
sparked a fire which grew and grew before our eyes, evolving into a great flame that smothered our light in an instant.
Well played, Armbrust.
There were no exceptions, be it those seemingly never-ending days or anything else I'd come to treasure.
Resound, resound, O voice everlasting! Rend night's silent veil and reveal unto all the beautiful world!
Everything was reduced to ash.
But at the end of the day, I'm C. That's the real deal. The Crow Armbrust you've known all this time, he isn't real. He never was.
Back then, I still didn't understand. I didn't know the pure bliss that comes from being with others, nor did I know the ache that comes from parting with them. I didn't understand what it meant to truly love someone. All I could do was endure the torment of my own sense of powerlessness and bottle up the feelings I could do nothing about. All while trying desperately to fight against that ever-burning flame.
The Eisengrad range.
Where am I? How did I get here? I feel like I was fighting, and then... Am I dreaming?
Of course not.
Celine.
So you've finally woken up.
You're...
And I wish it were, but this is no dream. This is reality. Cold, cruel reality. And you're going to need to hurry up and accept that because you haven't got time to waste. His core's been damaged, which means he's not going anywhere anytime soon. So you're gonna need to protect yourself, Ashen Awakener.
And now to proceed to not explain that for way too fucking long. And yeah, this is 1 month later.
Ashen Awakener? What are you talking about? Wait.
God damn it.
What's going on here anyway? What is that thing? Wait, never mind that. What are you?
Ugh, knock it off. How am I supposed to answer anything when you keep bombarding me with question after question?
Okay, Celine. He just woke up. He is in a panic. Cut him a little bit of slack. Ugh.
You're a chosen one. Chosen by a fragment of the ancient great power.
Great power?
That's right. Those fragments were the origin of the great knights that appear in Erebonian legends. At times, they protected people from harm and disaster, while at others, they were the cause of harm and disaster themselves. And the being in front of you is one of them, a divine knight known as the Ashen Knight.
The Ashen Knight? Valimar? Wait. I remember when I called him.
You got it. You've known that name for a while by now. But he's not the only divine knight that's active. The noble faction has one under their control too. That one is known as the Azure Knight, or Dean. Remember? That's the one you fought and lost against.
Why? Why did it come to this? Why did everyone... Crow?
He had me fooled too. How could I have known that irresponsible playboy was the Azure Knight's Awakener? He's obviously had plenty of experience piloting it too. He must be pretty dedicated to his cause, whatever it is.
Hey, get up! You can hear me, right? Take me back to Trista! Take me back to my classmates!
You're wasting your time. His core was heavily damaged in the battle with the Azure Knight. Didn't I just tell you that? And despite that, he strained himself flying all the way out here afterwards. Even when he was barely hanging on, he prioritized your recovery over his own. You exhausted yourself during your first synchronization with him, you know?
Damn it!
This must be somewhere in the Isengard range, on the northern side of the Nortia province.
Huh. I'm surprised you were able to work that out just from a glance. I guess that's what happens when you're raised in the mountain. Hey, where are you going?
Alright. So, yeah. First and foremost, yeah, the level cap is not 100 in this game. I'm going to assume that, like, Sky 3, the cap is actually 150. But yeah, this is effectively...
My stuff's gotta be around here somewhere. I can sense monsters nearby too. I'm gonna need to be careful.
And it's back this way. You can tell I haven't played this one very much. So, yeah, we got the Class 7 uniform, traveling clothes, and Wings winter look. I'm gonna leave all of those off for now. Just because I do like the outfits in this game. We'll change Ring's outfit when he gets into his regular attire. For now... Oh, for now we should set Master Quartz. Because I have to do that, because I am smart. So let's see. 2 at level 2, a few at level 4. Let's go Emblem. And obviously I have a bunch of ports because this is Plus. Yes. So they'll explain this. They kind of explain this later, but effectively what happens in this game is certain quartz have for all intents and purposes levels. Like certain quartz can only be put in, for example, a level 2. Again, a slot that's upgraded so one light is lit up, or both lights are lit up, right? It's basically so that you don't, if you choose to, you know, go with the flow, you don't basically overload with the strongest quartz, right? So, that's the thing. I'm going to throw on Detection. I need color, which is black for this one. Throw P2 on there. I'm gonna go ahead and throw Parry through Defense 2. You can still stack like normal, which is good. With a big heal. It's red, so I want 3. Throw on HP2, not. This one requires this 1, so I'm gonna go ahead and do Speed Breaker. Sure, we'll do Seraphim, right? Why not? Okay. That monster looks like a tough one. But a tough foe's was just what I need to get warmed up.
Now's our chance. Let's get him!
Obviously, because I'm so powerful.
My turn.
The same stuff applies.
Here I go. That's that. Let's keep moving.
Now imagine that taking like multiple hits per enemy to deal with, and you understand why I just equipped that shit in the game. Not bad. The monsters around here shouldn't be a problem if you can keep that up. No, I can do better. I need to hurry up and get back to the fight. Hey! So, now we can view the monster guide, which automatically records info on monsters you have equipped. You can now view the active voice record, which lets you replay.
I wonder what's going on over at the Academy now.
Hey, slow down a minute.
Well, only one way to find out. If I keep going this way, I should be able to get out of the canyon.
Excuse me! You can't seriously be thinking of leaving him there out in the open, are you?
Okay, Celine, what exactly do you want him to do? No, seriously, what the hell do you want him to do?
Hey, say something. Are you mad at me or something?
Why would I be? You only completely disregarded and overruled my decision.
What else was I supposed to do? If we hadn't flown away when we did, you'd be dead by now. We probably would have lost Valimar, too. If anything, you should be thanking me.
Forget it.
No, Celine. No. And again, I also reiterate my question. What the hell do you want him to do with Valimar? How the hell is Reen, with nothing, going to move Valimar when Valimar got us here himself? Like, what is your logic?
Right now, I want to focus on finding the others. If I keep going this way, I should end up on the highway at some point.
Sorry, but that's a huge waste of time. It's been over a month since all of that stuff happened back in Trista.
A month? You can't be serious. There's no way it's been that long.
Oh, sure, don't believe me.
Well, okay, Celine. He's been unconscious for a fucking month. And normal humans in this setting don't really understand magic or mana. You idiot. Cut him some slack. This is literally, from his perspective, pretty much the same fucking day that he's learned all this shit.
Like I said, you completely exhausted yourself during your first synchronization with the Ashen Knight. And I do mean completely. There was a real chance you could have died.
What?
It's a miracle you're able to walk around like this a mere month later, and it's all thanks to him. He used what little mana he had left to heal you rather than himself. And just so you know, I've been here this whole time, watching over you. So I really don't think I deserve all of this animosity I'm getting from you.
Well, maybe if you could be a little more sensitive to the fact that he literally just woke up, then maybe he wouldn't have so much fucking animosity. You moron.
This can't be. It's been a whole month since what happened near Trista. But then, what happened to the others?
Hey, wait a... Oh, for heaven's sake!
Oh my god, Celine. He is in shock, you idiot. You've been around humans enough, you should know what shock is. I don't think that one will be easy to cut down with a sword. Might be better if better off using arms.
Now's our chance. Let's get him. Let's move. Marcus, activate. Yeah. Ow, that's that. Let's keep moving.
Make sure I didn't forget any chests or anything. Actually, I want to go check something. Oh, you can't defend.
Now's our chance. Let's my turn.
Huh.
Here I go. My turn. Marcus, act. Okay, it's safe for now.
Knight is resting peacefully. It looks like it's gonna be a while longer before his mana finishes replenishing. I don't have time to worry about him now. I need to go find the others. Never actually done that before. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with a lot of the random encounters. What's an Orbman charging station doing out here? Well, whatever. This will be a good point to return if I need to recharge. Yeah, excuse me, if I need to recharge. Tutorial about the Orbman stations. We've seen these already. Because I've been using EP, I'm gonna go ahead and rest. Let's move on.
You could really try calming down a little, you know. You could at least respond.
Again, Celine, you are not helping at all. That was really powerful. Still, I can't let anything like this throw me off. I need to hurry and get back to speed. Be stronger. The stronger the better. Sorry. Yeah.
Now's our chance. Let's get him! My turn. Sit! Let's move. Yeah! Let's move. Ha! Okay, it's safe for now.
That about wraps that up. I feel like I've gotten the hang of fighting. Now I just need to focus on getting down this mountain as fast as I can. Wait!
Hey. Hey.
Yeah, Celine, seriously, give it.
I'd asked this before and didn't get an answer. Probably because I was bombarding you with question after question, but better late than never, I guess. Just what are you anyway? Why do you know so much about everything?
Also, notice how the bombarding with question after question, that's literally the same number of questions. The only difference is in how rapid fire he asked them. This is why I don't like Celine in this opening bit, by the way.
And don't even think of saying you're just an ordinary cat. Because last time I tried talking to a cat, it did not talk back.
Oopsie. Totally forgot about that, didn't I? I'm what you'd call a familiar. I faithfully serve the witches of the Hexen clan and aid them in fulfilling their duties.
Witches? As in the witches in Erebonian legend? First the Great Night legend turns out to be based on a true story. Now this? I feel like I've stepped into a fairy tale.
Well, you know what they say. Truth is stranger than fiction. Whether you believe me or not is up to you. I'm not going to try and convince you.
Well, I've got no real reason to doubt you at this point. So, do you serve Emma then? Rather, does that mean she's a witch?
She's still a novice, but she is a witch, yes. My job's more to keep an eye on her, though.
Yeah, that kind of explains a lot.
We did always get the sense that there was more to Emma than meets the eye. Guess we were right. But her being a witch? It's surprising. But then again, the more I think about it, the more it makes perfect sense.
Hmm? What's with the goofy grin?
Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, let's get going. I hope everyone at the Academy's safe and sound. Not to mention Elise, Princess Alphen, and Prince Oliver, too. I need to take a deep breath and keep calm. I can start figuring things out once I get a little farther down.
About time.
Sit!
Well, maybe if you just gave him a chance. This is why I don't like you.
Could it be? I knew it! I've been here before! Master Ka-Fi brought me here as part of my training.
That's the name of your former instructor, right?
Yeah. He was the founder of the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School of Swordsmanship that I follow. His full name's Master Yun Ka-Fi, though most just know him as the Sword Hermit. Man, when was the last time I came here? Must have been, I don't know, 5 years ago. In fact, if I remember right, my hometown of Ymir is only a few hours away.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. Wanna head there? We might be able to get there by sundown.
If we hurry, yeah? As soon as we get to Ymir, I want to try and gather information on what's been going on. What was that? It feels like it's coming closer!
It couldn't be. It's a magic knight!
You know what that thing is?
They're magic golems made during the Dark Ages, and they're incredibly strong. Damn it, what's one doing here? Ugh, we need to get out of here, now! You don't stand a chance against it on your own.
Maybe not. But that's not going to stop me from trying.
You idiot! You're still recovering! You don't stand a chance!
We'll see about that. All I know is that it's standing between me and everyone I care about. So if getting to them means taking this thing on, so be it!
Unbelievable.
Bring it on! Kind of being an idiot, but at the same time, it's like,
Here I go!
you really think this thing's gonna let you go?
Sit! Too slow!
Yeah, the counters are
My
still
turn!
there.
Sit! Let's move! Ha!
Yeah, but then again, my defenses are so damn high.
Here I go! Ha!
My attacks are barely putting a dent into it. We're so close to Ymir too.
I told you this would happen! Get back!
Celine! I can't lose. Not here. Not without seeing everyone again. Laura.
Not today, buddy!
By the way, that last bit, that is whoever you pick.
Yeah,
The
where?
See you later. Cross Crusade!
Are we safe?
Who did that? Reen! Reen!
Nice going, Toval. Great timing.
Whew! Made it without a second to spare. Good to see you're still in one piece.
I'm so glad we hurried. I don't want to even imagine what could have happened if we weren't in time. You aren't hurt, are you?
Your Highness? And Toval? And...
Reen, stay right there! Please, tell me you're all right. You look so exhausted. Who's she?
Elise? It's really you. I feel like I'm dreaming. I never would have expected you to come all the way out here.
Reen, please! There's no need to speak right now. Save your strength. We'll take you back to Ymir just as soon as we've seen to your injuries.
I'm just so glad you're all right. But how did you know I was here?
As my consciousness began to fade, I heard a distinct voice resound at the back of my mind. A voice with all the gravity of steel, and yet a strange sense of familiarity, of warmth. And as I listened, I could feel myself being beckoned towards the wheel of fortune.
Dost thou desire the power?
So now we get our character list intro. Admittedly, Celine was not as bad during those scenes as I remember, but I still don't think she was that great. I mean, for God's sakes. Hey, Celine. He is in frickin' shock and you're just not even bothering to recognize that. It's like, really? Egotistical bitch and dumbass. Leo and Zeno. Burn and all of his irritation. Altina, Lecter, Rufus, of course. Frickin' Cayenne. My frame's being absolute shite.
Where am I now? Celine? This looks just like my room.
Ugh.
I knew it. I'm back in Ymir. I'm finally back home. My memories are kind of hazy now, but I think that means everything that happened in the mountains.
Why'd it get so cold all of a sudden? Oh, you finally woke up?
Yeah, just a second ago. How about you? Feeling better after a cat nap?
I guess. I slept more than I meant to, actually. You're awake.
Elise.
Elise! Good morning. Actually, it's probably closer to noon now, isn't it? Elise?
Oh, I'm so happy that you're awake. You don't know how scared I was. There was all that chaos in the capital, and then we lost all contact with you. We had no idea where you were. I'm just so relieved.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for worrying you so much, Elise.
No, you don't need to apologize. I knew that somewhere out there you were all right, and that you'd come back safe. Welcome home, Rean.
It's good to be back, and thanks.
I see our two little lovebirds are as Twitter-pated as ever.
Oh, for God's sakes. Ixalfin, will you knock that off?
Pardon? Good morning, Rean. And to you as well, Elise.
Hey there. Just swinging by to see how you're holding up.
You're here too, Your Highness? I'm really not dreaming then.
Oh, you're so silly, Rean. I would have thought the warmth of your dear sister pressed against your chest was proof enough of that. Your Highness, please!
Well, I'm just glad you're up. How are you feeling? Still sore? You've been fast asleep since we brought you back here yesterday.
I don't have any serious injuries, at least, but I doubt I'd be able to say that if you hadn't come when you did. Thanks, Toval.
I suppose I owe you my thanks, too. That art of yours didn't come a moment too soon.
You're both very welcome. I just didn't want to give these two young ladies anything to cry about.
Aww.
I see you're finally up.
Dad! Mom!
Hello, Rean. It's wonderful to see you back home.
I imagine you have plenty of questions running through your mind, but first and foremost is getting you something to eat. We can discuss what to do from here on out after that.
month since that so-called Noble Alliance occupied Heimdall. At present, they have effectively all of the nation's major cities under their control. The Imperial Army tried and did what they could to stop their advances, but the majority of their forces have already been defeated. I had a feeling that would be the case. If nothing else, at least you two are safe. We were at St. Estrella when the capital was occupied, so we were caught up in the chaos too. It was only thanks to Toval appearing and rescuing us that we're sitting here now. I got an urgent request to escort Her Highness and Miss Elise to safety. As soon as I got that, I booked it there as fast as I could. One sec, I got a message, just got a message about work, so. So that way I know exactly what I got to work with. Anyways, I'd never turned down a personal request from Prince Oliver. Escorted us out of the capital, successfully invading the Noble Alliance attempts to pursue us. And roughly 10 days later, we were able to reach Ymir. I'm just so glad you made it here safely. Unfortunately, it appears His Majesty the Emperor and Crown Prince Cedric fell into the Alliance's hands. The official story is that both of them are being taken into protective custody, so they're both rumored to be safe. However, Prince Oliver's whereabouts currently remain unknown. There's not even a confirmation that he's safe somewhere. That's more than a little worrying. You needn't be concerned. I'm sure he's perfectly well. He made it through the chaos in the Burl. It'll last this year unharmed. As you know, he's always been he's always been a resilient one. As for Cedric, father and mother, I'd like to believe they're all right too. I'm sure they are here, yes. I'm worried about the Imperial family as much as anyone, but if you don't mind me interjecting, Green, I imagine you probably are most concerned about what happened to Trista and Thors. Luckily for you, we've managed to get some info on that front. Please, tell me everything you know. What's happening over at the Academy? Is everyone alright? I don't think this will come as much of a shock to you, but both Trista and Thor's military academy are completely under the Normal Alliance's forces control now. They were both taken over not long after the war began. No matter how much I thought about it, I didn't want to believe it was true. What about the students and our instructors? Honestly, I wish I had more I could tell you. There's rumors that they resisted being occupied as long as they could, but not much more than that. Try not to let concern get the best of you. It's too early to presume the worst has happened. Yeah, I'm with Lord Schwarzer here. On the contrary, some rumors would suggest the opposite. What rumors? What was it? Word has it that a number of students and staff have been encountered, and the Noble Alliance is still trying to find them. Have some of them managed to escape? Well, rumors are rumors. Still, your classmates and Sarah have more than gotten their feet wet at this point. I can't see them being taken down easily. The odds sound pretty good if you ask me. What say you? What else can I say? I would have to agree. I couldn't tell you where she is right now, but Emma's still alive, that's guaranteed. You can tell? I'm her familiar, so we've got a link of some kind between us. If anything were to happen to her, trust me, I'd know about it. All I know is that she's alive, though, nothing else. How peculiar. Anyway, there's no point in assuming the worst when there's every chance that it hasn't happened. So try keeping the faith, alright? Think of it this way. They're probably just as worried about you as you are for them. And yet here you are, safe and sound. You've got a point, actually. Safe and sound you may very well be, but you are hardly in peak condition. Take this chance to stay home for a time. Recover your strength. And while you're here, why not pay everyone a visit? The whole village has been eagerly awaiting your recovery. That's true. I think they'll all be delighted to see you. And if you'd like, I'd be happy to accompany you. Thanks for the concern, Elise, but I'll be fine on my own, honest. It sounds like a good idea. Hey, Mom, I think I'll do just that. Prologue, The Depths of Despair. It looks like Elise and Princess Alphen have already gone out. Like Mom said, it might not be a bad idea to follow suit. This could be a good chance to walk around the village and collect myself a bit. So now we have the town map. Lets us go to see all of our objectives and stuff. Yeah. So that was a good intro. Oh, ish. My issues with it basically boil down to how do I phrase this? Celine pisses me off. It is about the best way I can sum that up. Because Celine, the problem with Celine effectively is it's written so that we're supposed to sympathize with her, but the problem with that is she doesn't earn it, like, at all, right? 2 questions is rapid fire is bombarding her with question after question. Except then Rean asks 2 more questions in pretty rapid succession, but that's just perfectly fine. Like, first of all, recognize that he's in distress, and second of all, at least at least try to answer his questions in succession instead of bitching about it. Just fucking answer his questions, right? To answer the first question, blah blah blah. To answer the second question, blah blah blah. Right? But no, instead you just complain, which spooks him off. Like, are you fucking serious? That's why I can't stand Selene. So, Rean's casual. I believe this is one of Rean's casual outfits. Oh yeah, I guess I could grab the DLC item one here. So we got Rean casuals, Lisa's, Elliot's, Laura's, Machias, Emma's, Eustace, Gaius, William, Mishi, Ride-along Noi, Bunny Ears, the different faceplates. I wish I could just accept all of these at once. This is annoying. Green's casuals 2, at least now we get even more casual clothes. I remember some of these being better than the original casuals, because some of the original casuals were not very good. Saratoga's, Ride-along Tio, Ride-along Ren, Ride-along Estelle, Ride-along Joshua, Stripped Kitty set, Black Bunny set, glasses, designer glasses, weird glasses, angel and devil sets, fairy set, gold covers, this is freaking a lot. Claire, Sharon, Toa, Angelica, Elise, Elton, Ride-along Machette, Ride-along Evil Mishi, the free 10th anniversary set, which I missed what that was, free trial set, which gives us some items there, shiny palm bait, serum powder, whoops, U material and set diff, some ingredients, Septif, some more Septif, more Septif, useful accessories, ingredients, more ingredients, some recovery items, which gives us a lot. This is how I got through this game, by the way, because a lot of these battles just make these so necessary. Holy crap. So many Green's unspeakable costume, and Lisa's unspeakable costume, which also comes with accessories. And that's finally it. So, this is what I wore throughout most of the game. I didn't actually try on the thing. But yeah, this is basically supposed to be the full unspeakable costume. But yeah. So, honestly, I think the unspeakable costume just by itself actually looks pretty darn cool. Cool in my opinion. But that's just me. I'll stick with the normal gear for now. Eventually, I'll probably equip the costume but for now we'll just leave it be. Okay, so now that we've gone through all of that nonsense, I am starting to have some pain in my tooth, so we're just gonna go ahead and nope out of that. Come on. Oh my god, you guys. There we go. Alright, so now our objective now is to walk around Ymir. So, we'll start with Elise and Celine.
Oh, here you are, Elise. Wasn't expecting to find the two of you together.
Well, it's quite cold outside, so I thought I'd come and give Celine some warm milk. I keep telling her that she doesn't need to go out of her way for me, but she won't listen.
But you like the attention. God. This is kind of why I hate the tsundere trope, because it's just like, I kind of tend to hate dishonesty. And the tsundere trope is seriously the epitome of dishonesty. It's just like, oh my god.
The steam here is plenty to keep me warm. Oh no, that wouldn't do at all. You saved my brother's life. At least allow me to try and make your stay here in Ymir a comfortable one.
Celine saved my life? And when exactly did this happen?
I told her nothing of the sort. I keep trying to tell her it's not true, but she won't believe a word I say. Is something the matter?
Nope, not a thing.
I'd really rather you didn't act like I saved his life, though. Besides, if anything, I should be the one who owes you. What do you mean? Nothing. Forget I said anything. The milk's cooled down a little now, so I'm going to have some. Thank you.
Thinking back on it, didn't Elise later say she spotted a cat when she went into the old schoolhouse? That better not have been who I think it is.
Don't give me that look. I wouldn't have let her in there if I didn't think it was safe, you know?
How the hell did you know what he was
I was
thinking?
desperate. You just had such a half-hearted reaction to that door, so I started getting impatient and...
I can't believe you! She could've...
She wasn't in any danger, honestly. The Guardian in there was designed not to attack people unrelated to the trial. It didn't touch her even when she was right in front of it, right? That's proof enough. I'm sorry, okay? I never should have done it to begin with. Emma's lectured me over and over about it, too.
You're sorry? You...
I'm not sure why you're whispering to one another, but regardless, I want you to know how much I appreciate what you did. Like I said before, I want to make your stay a comfortable one. Whatever you need, please don't hesitate to ask. It's okay, really. And, sorry. Why are you sorry?
Well, she does genuinely seem to regret what she did. And Elise didn't come to any harm. I guess I'll let her off this time. I really do have one amazing little sister. Compared to her, I'm...
Now view the character tab. Blah, 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 blah. Ugh. Okay. The Septium Church next.
praying so intently. Thinking about it, she must be even more distressed right now than I am.
Why, hello, Reen! You're looking rather well today. Much better than you were yesterday, at any rate.
I feel loads better, actually. Thanks. How about you? Are you managing all right here? I'm guessing life in a tiny village like this is harder than you're used to. If there's anything I can do to make things easier for you, though, don't hesitate to let me know.
Oh, not at all. I've been simply loving my stay here. The scenery is stunning. The hot springs are oh so soothing. To say nothing of your mother's spectacular cooking. I'm having the time of my life here. I almost envy Elise for growing up in such a wonderful place.
I'm happy to hear you say that. Still.
On top of all that, I was able to reunite with you here. Oh, and meet a mysterious talking cat, too. Not everyone gets to do that now, do they? I still haven't had the pleasure of meeting that Ashen Knight of yours, however. Perhaps I might have the chance once he wakes up? I suppose I can dream.
Well... I realize I'm the last person who has any right to say this, but there's no need to force yourself to bottle everything up and put on a brave face. I know how worried I am about my classmates, so I can only imagine how you must feel.
I'm so sorry. I'm supposed to be royalty. I shouldn't be getting all worked up about something like this, but just thinking of what my family must be going through is just too much to bear. Cedric and we had a fight on the morning it all happened. I was planning to make up with him that evening, but
I'm sure he won't hold that against you. You'll be able to make up with him next time you see him. I'm sure that'll be sooner than you think, too. In the meantime, there's no need to force yourself to seem like being apart from them isn't bothering you. Royalty or not, no one would blame you for being worried or upset. And every single one of us here wants to do what we can to help you.
Thank you. I'm fine now. I hope I don't sound ungrateful, but I think you should be spending more time with Elise rather than me. This is your first chance in a while to spend some quality time together. I'd hate to take that away from her.
Why? I mean, it's true that she's a little more dependent on me than you'd expect for a girl her age, but that doesn't mean she needs me hovering around her all the time. Then again, she did seem more shaken up than usual. Maybe you're right. I should try and cheer her up while I still can.
That's not exactly what I meant. Oh, this is so difficult on a fair maiden's heart, I hope you know. You're just making me wish you were my brother all the more.
Why?
Oh, Reen, you are so idiotically oblivious. Towal.
If you've come to thank me for saving your butt again, save it. I'm just glad I made it in time. Princess Alphen and that sister of yours are the ones you should be talking to. You were on their minds this whole time.
Yeah, I can tell. I really do appreciate you coming for me, though. I was pretty far out from town, so I didn't think anyone would find me. Just goes to show what bracers can do, I guess.
About that, I wasn't actually the one who found you.
You weren't?
2 days ago, I got a call out of nowhere on my Arcus. They gave me this crazy amount of detail on exactly where to find you, then they just hung up. Didn't even say who they were. I figured it couldn't hurt to go take a look. And sure enough, there you were.
That's strange. I wonder who it was.
Wish I could tell you. I couldn't even recognize their voice. Nah, that's not really true. It was kind of familiar. Maybe. Whatever. No use dwelling on it. Right now, we've got bigger problems to tackle than mystery callers. There's the war, for starters.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Have you and the rest of the guild been doing much?
Well, we've been trying. We're pretty limited on what we can do, partly because we've all been split up since the war broke out. I don't even know if any of the others in Erebonia are okay, Sarah included.
It sounds like things have gotten even more serious since I was away.
Sure has. Not even regular civilians have been able to escape being affected by it. As it stands, the Noble Alliance has the overwhelming advantage, but the Imperial Army's showing no signs of surrendering to them, particularly in a few regions across the country.
I see.
Oh, and another thing you might hear. We've been getting reports of a few Jaeger Corps taking part in the war too. Even members of Ouroboros.
Ouroboros? That secret society?
That's the one. Jaegers being employed here in Erebonia is nothing new, but there's way more of them here these days. As for Ouroboros, they're probably just trying to stir up trouble of their own. It's what they do best. Then there's the fact that Erebonia isn't the only place with problems right now. Crossbell's full of them too. There's so much to freak out about these days, it could drive you insane. Sorry, you've got enough on your plate without me dumping all this on you, huh? Try saving all those bad thoughts you got piling up for another day, okay? You need to focus on relaxing. You can decide what you want to do after that.
Sure. Thanks, Toval. You're probably right. You're just a fountain of good advice, huh?
I've just got a few years' worth of life experience on you, that's all. Oh, and while I'm giving you good advice, why not take a dip in the hot springs? Could be a nice way to clear your head.
It probably would. Hasn't let me down before. Maybe I should pay a visit to the Phoenix Wings later.
I guess I don't have access to fast travel yet. Wow, that smells delicious. Wait a sec. Is that pheasant stew? Your very favorite. Your father said that he wanted you to have a nourishing dinner, so he went and got one himself. Really? I'll be sure to thank him later. Speaking of food, we got a lot going on. Here. It smells amazing. Well, the circumstances may not be ideal, but it's been too long since we last dined together as a family. And ever since Her Highness arrived, it's been so lively that I feel like I've gained a second daughter. Times like these are when a mother has to put her best foot forward, don't you think? You really are the perfect mother. Even at times like these, you're right here, ready to warmly welcome us home with open arms. I can't see that ever changing. If only I were half as good a son as you are, Mom. Is something wrong? That's not true at all. When I had no idea what was going on with you and your sister, I worried myself sick. At times I felt as though my chest was going to burst from it all. But believing that you two would come back to me safely was the key to keeping myself together. With that in mind, I could focus instead of getting this house ready to welcome you both home. Whatever doubts you may have about your place in this family, as long as you're here in this house, you're our son. If you're ever feeling down or afraid, you can always find comfort in my arms. And then, once you've found the strength to keep going, you can pick things back up right where you left them. Thanks, Mom. I actually feel a lot better now. Well, look forward to dinner tonight. And make sure you work up a good appetite for it, alright? No worries there. All I'm gonna say to that is family is chosen. All the Empire's major cities are under the control of the Noble Alliance now. They've been so focused on those, they haven't had the time to deal with frontier regions like ours. Thankfully, this means that Ymir hasn't felt the full impact of the Civil War. It does seem that way. I was relieved to see how little's changed. Nice snowfall is the only real difference as compared to my last visit. By the way, I see you chose not to join the Noble Alliance. Is everything alright on that front? Well, I've never wanted anything to do with the Noble faction to begin with. There's always the chance that they'll try and invite me to join, but I'm confident I can talk my way out of it. I'm a little concerned that I can't get in touch with Viscount Arsaid, however. You can't? Yeah. Did something happen over in Legram? Or maybe even the Courageous? I'm afraid I couldn't tell you, but it's Viscount Arsaid we're talking about. He'll be fine. Regardless, I'm just trying to make sure that we're well prepared for anything, especially since our duties have expanded to sheltering Her Highness. That's true. The Alliance already has His Majesty and the Crown Prince, so it's safe to assume they'll want Princess Alphen as well. Dad, let me know if there's anything I can do to make your job easier. I'm more than happy to help. Of course, I'll be sure... God damn it! Of course, I'm sure I'll be counting on you in the days to come. Still, start with trying not to rush things. You shouldn't have to jump thinking you need to shoulder more than your fair share of responsibility. There's only so much burden that one person can bear. Do you think that I'm shouldering too much? Admittedly, those are Master Kafai's words and not mine, but they get across what I want to say well enough. And what I think and whether I think it or not, this is a good chance for you to get some well-earned rest. I want you to make the most of it, alright? Sure. Thanks, Dad. Alright. I have to AFK for a bit. I will be right back. Okay. Alright, let's continue. Whoops. I haven't been able to contact Master Kafai either, but he's never been one to concern himself with his worldly affairs. I doubt he's in any trouble. Just focus on yourself for the time being. I wish I could just hug her and squeeze her and never let her go. Well, they don't call her one of the country's greatest treasures for nothing, I guess. They certainly don't. Don't you worry. Hori will keep her safe as can be. She really does seem to be making herself at home here. That's good to know. Buy all kinds of items. Hey, glad you came over. You've been the talk of the town ever since you came back. I'm just sorry I had to come back home under these circumstances. It sounded like everyone was pretty worried about me. How's the shop been? I can't imagine it's been all that easy running it with the war going on. You got that right. Getting goods has been a real nightmare lately. I'm getting enough in for everyone in the village, though, so don't you worry. You caught me right in the middle of taking stock, actually. If you've got any shopping to do, can you come back later? Sorry. Oh, of course. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. I appreciate that. This way. I can sense monsters up ahead. Shouldn't probably not stray too far from the village. Fair enough. Would be kind of dumb to go by yourself. So I guess the only place left is the hot springs. Let's head them up. Phoenix Wings. Oh, it's you, Ring. Your colors. Oh, fuck off. Everything's just falling on me today. Ay. Oh, it's you, Reen. Your color's not looking half bad. If you were looking for any worse, I was going to have you drink some of the new vegetable juice I've been cooking. I'm perfectly fine with that, thank you. How many new recipes have you made since I've been away? My creativity is infinite, Reen. I'm always striving to make the finest dishes in the land. You are brushing up on your own cooking skills at the academy, weren't you? Yeah, my classmates and I were cooking for ourselves at one point. Wait a sec. Where'd my recipe book go? Did you lose it? I guess so. I had all kinds of different recipes written down too. Well, you went out of your way to come and see me. I suppose this is the least I can do. Take this. New recipe book. Is this a new recipe book? It's a spare I had lying around, so go ahead and use it. I know how much it hurts to start from scratch again. So I threw in a recipe to try. Here are some ingredients too. The recipe for salty onigiri, as well as coarse rock salt and a slurred of grains. This is what Elisa used to bring me while I was training. Are you sure it's okay for me to just take these? Absolutely. I'm happy to see what you came to understand, that you came to understand the joys of cooking while you were at the academy. And besides, it's taking the time to enjoy cooking should help you to lift your spirits somewhat. It's a simple recipe, so why not go ahead and make it with your family? Thank you very much, then. So now we can make food. It's the same as it's ever been.
Okay, let's give this a try. Well, how about that?
And Reen is the best at making that. Grilled onigiri cures KO. Master Reen, you finally awakened. I'm so relieved to see it. I was terribly worried about you. Thanks for your concern, Mr. Baggins. Although, I'd prefer it if you didn't call me Master Reen all the time. Perhaps so, but you will always be Master Reen to me. A lot has happened here since the war began, but this inn was graciously granted to us by the Imperial family. We can't allow anything to dampen our spirits. You know as well as anyone the value of these walls. Please do come whenever you are in need of relaxation, of course. Looks like they're being cleaned in the moment. I'll swing by later. Oh, I didn't even notice her. Alright, let's see how many little dastardly fishes I can catch today. He wasn't expecting to find some fish in here. Not like there are a whole lot of monsters here, though, so she should be safe if she doesn't stray too far. And just who might you be? I seem to recall meeting her during one of our field studies. Oh, I recognize you. You're one of the Thor students who helped me a number of months ago, yes? It's lovely to see you. Nice to see you again, too. Looks like I'm right. Sorry for disturbing you. Oh, there's no need to apologize. Actually, since you are a student of Thor's, you wouldn't happen to know a young man named Kenneth, would you? Kenneth? I do, actually. He's in the Imperial Fishing Club. That's the guy. That's wonderful news. Perhaps you might know where I could find him as well? I'm sorry, I'm afraid I got no idea. Really? That's not so wonderful. Do you know him too? Indeed, when the war first broke out, we fled Tristan together. But on the way, he told me that he had something that he needed to take care of and asked me to go on alone. He promised to meet me here in Ymir, and there's been no sign of him since. That's unfortunate. Not that I believe anything outward could possibly have happened to him, of course. After all, there's nothing in this world that can crush the spirit of us anglers. When it comes to survival, even soldiers can't hold a candle to us. Right. That said, you're looking a little glum. At times like these, there's nothing like a spot of fishing to cheer you up. If you know Kenneth, it's only fair for me to assume you're a fan of fishing too. I am, in fact. Kenneth even gave me the title Red Angler, I think. I don't have any fishing gear with me anymore, though. Red Angler? Then that means you have caught the famed Guardian? In that case, please take these. Hook, feather rod, ground bait. Are you sure? Sure, I'm sure. Kenneth left me in charge of some of his fishing gear. He instructed us to give him away if I came across paths with any promising fellow fishing specialist. So go on, they're rightfully yours. That sounds like Kenneth, all right. Thank you very much. And since you've got your new notebook open, I've taken the liberty of writing down your current title to help you keep track. You will begin as a bronze angler, judged by the same standards as any professional. Aim for the top and become a fishing god. I have plenty of prizes for you in exchange for your angler points too. So beyond being pure bloody fun, fishing should prove worth your while. I'll try and do some when I get the chance then. Now I've obtained a fishing book. You can fish.
Oh, I could probably fish here.
Find a good spot and cast. Huh. Go ahead and catch some fish.
Not bad.
Nice. Carp gave me a good amount of points. Huh. Capturing all kinds of different ones. That's awesome.
Caught one.
Oh, but I guess I'm also using an excellent rod, so that's probably par for the course. Huh. I kind of forgot this was a new game plus. The notebook data that didn't carry over.
Not what I had in mind.
And one more.
Not what I had in mind.
Already got 215 points.
Oh, I could probably fish here.
There we go. Ah, Master Rean, may I help you? Actually, I'd like to use the springs. Are they open by any chance? Why, yes, of course. As it so happens, cleaning was only finished not too long ago. You could have any, or even all of them to yourself if you wish. That sounds wonderful. I might just take you up on your offer. It feels like it's been ages since I've had a chance to enjoy them. The entrance is to the right. Enjoy, Mr. P. Should I go into the baths now? Maybe I should go around and let everyone know I'm okay first. They've been so worried. Entering the baths will cause the main story to advance. Let's get going. Well, they were just cleaned. A nice warm soak while enjoying the scenery sounds like just the thing right now.
You really can't beat an outdoor hot spring. Feels like all the fatigue that's been building up inside me is melting away. I don't think I realized just how exhausted I was until I came in here. Still, what am I supposed to do now? Chancellor Osborne's been shot? The capital's been occupied? And now even Trista and the Academy are under the Noble Alliance's control. Then there's Crow. I was practically a joke. I didn't stand a chance against him. Even borrowing the power of something like a Divine Knight wasn't enough to fight him on equal terms. Far from it. It was hopeless from the start. I didn't realize before, but he was holding back against me the whole time. Even without that trump card of his, he could have defeated me effortlessly. And yet there was me, all happy, thinking that I'd won, right before he knocked me back with a single blow. If only I wasn't so weak. If only I'd been able to hold my ground, maybe things would have been different. Instead, I ended up running away and leaving everyone else behind. There's no point in blaming how things ended on Celine or Valimar. None of this is their fault. This is all on me.
I mean, you can blame it a bit on Celine for being so vague, but yeah, I suppose there isn't too much blame you can throw on them.
Because of that, I've lost everything. I'd finally found a place where I felt I belonged, and people to share it with, and I lost it all. I thought my life was finally gaining some direction, but now I feel totally lost again.
Rean? Sorry if I'm bothering you.
Elise, did you want to use the springs too?
I heard you were here, so I thought that perhaps I could come and join you.
I mean, I know we used to come in here together when we were kids, but we're a little old for that now, don't you think? I'm not so sure it's the best idea.
Please, we're siblings. There's no need to feel so self-conscious.
Oh my god, you do not even understand what the fuck you're saying. Hey, my dear.
And you must be exhausted after all that's happened. So I thought the least I could do was come and wash your back for you. The water's nice and toasty, huh? Truth be told, I haven't taken a dip here for some time. I'd forgotten how pleasant it was to sit here and admire the snow.
Yeah, same here. Bathing during the fall when the leaves are changing has its charms, but something about watching the snow really relaxes me. And it's plenty relaxing even without a bottle of sake in hand, despite what Master Kafai might tell you.
He's always been a heavy drinker. To say nothing of the fact that Father can never turn down the opportunity to help him finish a bottle or three whenever he visits.
I'm sorry. You came out here because you were worried, didn't you?
Oh no, not at all. That wasn't why I came here at all. It's just that...
You're not the only one. It's like everyone I meet has to go out of their way for me. It's how things have been for my whole life. How everyone feels like they have to be around me.
What do you mean?
It happened the day Dad picked me up in that blizzard 12 years ago. It happened the day when I lost control and scared you 8 years ago. It happened the day Master Ka-Fai cut short my years of training. It even happened only last month, when everyone risked their lives so that I, and I alone, could be saved.
That's not...
Looking back on my life, I've been too fortunate for my own good. All I've done is bask in the kindness of everyone I know, giving nothing worthwhile in return. On the contrary, I've brought nothing but misfortune to them instead. Like I'm some kind of curse. I don't have the right to be treated kindly. I don't deserve to have others putting themselves out for me. Not when I seemingly can't do a thing to return that kindness and am too weak to fight for them when they need it most. None of this should have ever happened. If I'd known it would, if I'd known things would ever become like this, then I'd never have gone to the academy to begin with.
Stop! Do you seriously mean all that you've just said? The right to be treated kindly? And who exactly decides who has that right, whatever that's supposed to be? I don't look out for you because I expect something in return or because I want you to defend me. Acts of kindness aren't debts to be repaid. I look out for you because I care about you, because you're important to me. And I'm sure that Mother, Father, Master Ka-Fai, your classmates, and all of your other acquaintances feel the same. So please, from the bottom of my heart, please don't say that you don't have the right to be treated kindly. Of course you do. You just don't realize it. You care so much about the people who matter to you. So why can't you understand that those people care just as much about you? Think back to that day when you were separated from your classmates. What kind of expressions did they have when you parted from them?
They...
They were all smiling. Because they had determined... Well, it was more like they had determined looks on their faces, but yeah.
They were smiling. They all believed that we'd see each other again. That no matter what happened along the way, we'd all be reunited. And that one day, we'd move forward together as a class again. Just... Maybe there's nothing wrong with feeling lost and impatient from time to time. I believe in all of them, and if they see me as worthy of their trust, then I'd like to try and believe in myself too. We're classmates, and more than that, we're friends, so long as I keep moving forward. I'm sure that somewhere, someday, our paths will cross again.
I think so too, Rean.
Thanks, Elise. I feel like you gave me exactly what I needed to move forward.
You don't need to thank me. All I did was remind you of something you already knew. It was your time at the academy that gave you what you needed.
I know I'm skipping through this, but it's just...
I admit, I am a little envious of your classmates, though.
Still, I'm really thankful to have you in my life. I might not be the most dependable brother in the world, but I'd appreciate it if you kept looking out for me. And while it might be a ways away, I'll keep striving to be an older brother you can be proud of.
I'm always proud of you, you know? And of course I will. I see all's well that ends well. Your Highness?
And you've brought Celine, too.
Hope you don't mind us barging in. What brings you here? I heard that you were both here from Toval, so I thought I might come along and see how everything was going. Besides, how could I pass up a chance to help cheer up Rean? And oh, what a heartwarming sight I happened to stumble upon during my humble quest. Considering you were waiting for the perfect time to make your grand entrance, stumbling is a stretch.
You were waiting?
Were you listening in the whole time? Elise, have you ever known me to be so unladylike? But I see you've done a fine enough job for the both of us. Oh, the bond between siblings is truly a miraculous thing. Not only do you share an unwavering kinship, but you'll always have the tender embrace of skinship within reach.
Oh my god,
I'm
Alvin.
so jealous.
We'll knock that the hell off.
I appreciate your concern, though. Still, Elise is one thing, but I'm not entirely comfortable sharing the springs with you, Your Highness.
Oh, come now, Rean. This is the bath. Ranks are stripped once our clothes are, as far as I'm concerned. That being said, may I join Elise in washing your back as well? This would make the perfect chance for us to finally strengthen our bond as honorary siblings. Wouldn't you agree? Your Highness, please!
If that makes sense, he would exit stage left. Well, okay. Sat away from them, so that's at least something.
I'm sorry, okay?
Huh?
About, things. I'm not exactly all that cognizant of human feelings and the like. Emma often points out as much. But thinking back, I have done some things that were probably quite insensitive in your eyes.
Probably quite insensitive?
Look at you.
Huh?
If anything, I should be the one apologizing. I shouldn't have taken my frustrations out on you like that. Can you forgive me?
Forgive you? Why would I need to? I really don't get you sometimes. What was that? That sounded like...
I know exactly what that was. It's that magic knight we ran into on the way down the mountain.
I had a feeling Toval's art wasn't enough to finish it off. But the fact it's still active isn't the only problem. It sounds like it's coming this way.
That's not good. You're certain then that this magic knight something or other is coming here? I'm certain. I can sense its mana moving toward us. It's still a fair distance away for now, but it's getting closer by the minute. It's coming from the direction of the alley behind the village. I thought I'd finished it off, but I should have made sure. I don't think anything could survive that fall, but if anything could, it would be one of those things. No, you did what you could. You shouldn't blame yourself. Still, why would it be coming here? My guess is because you're here. Or more specifically, because the Ashen Awakener is here. It's after Rean? So these magic knights may have some connection with the Divine Knights? Well, that makes this easy. If it's after me, then I should be the one to go out and stop it. But you'd be putting yourself in danger. I'll be fine. I won't let it get anywhere near the village. In a way, I have to. If I can't do this, what hope do I have of getting Class 7 back together again? Well, sounds like it minds me. And you appear to have recovered enough in my eyes. Alright then, I have no objections. You'll have all the villagers ready to evacuate as precaution. We'll have all the villagers ready to evacuate as precaution. Take care of me. Thanks, man. Dad. Let me come with. I doubt I could compare to Sarah, but I ain't too shabby in a fight. Really? Thank you. I'd feel a lot better having you around, honestly. Okay, so Toval, Celine, you guys almost ready to head out? Actually, if you don't mind me, I would like to go with you. You would? Elise? This is not the opponent to be taken lightly, a fact I'm sure you're well aware of. I fully understand the dangers this will entail. Combat etiquette is imperative to calling oneself noble, and I am familiar with the sword style of the Schwarzer family. You trained me yourself, right? Well, that's true, but you're certain that this is what you want to do with this? brother has chosen his path, and as his sister, I have a duty to support him. No, not only is a sister, it's a daughter of House Schwartz. I have every intention of doing whatever it is within my power. My, how you've grown. Indeed, as your father, I couldn't be more proud. Take her with you. I have plenty of faith in her abilities as a swordsman, but I also think she would keep you from doing anything too rash. Dad, come on. I don't think you got anything to worry about. She's stronger than you're giving her credit for. Like your dad said, she knows her way around a sword. She's pretty good with using her Arcus, too. She saved me and her highness from more than a few tough spots on our way here. And she did, and I'm sure she'll be capable of even more, more with her beloved brother at her side. But still, hold on, since when has Elise had an Arcus? Oh, left that fun detail out when catching you up, didn't I? Prince Oliver gave me a couple of spares, actually, and I had a bunch of those too. And I had a hunch these two would have a knack for them. With a bit of practice. So I showed him the ropes on the way here. I know you're against her coming with us, but we really don't have much time here. And it's getting pretty clear that nothing you say is going to change her mind, so I think it's time you gave up and we get going. Fine, you can come too, Elise. But don't even think of doing anything that will put you in any further in harm's way than you need to be. Promise, okay? I promise. Alright, let's start getting ready then. If either of you need to do anything last minute, get it done now. After that, we'll make our way to Ymir's back entrance. Cover that food, blah. Saved all file, so let's go ahead and do that. I really should probably just get rid of those other files. How far are we? 2 hours? I'd hate to cut it that short. Anyways, I have to AFK again. Frickin' your body's being obnoxious. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Okay. I forget which one of these. Alright, so nothing there for now. There's no other things. So, apparently, if we go back up here, we can actually have a scene with Zolfin. Oh, hello, everyone. Something wrong, Your Highness? Do I really have to stay here? Can't I accompany all of you instead? I may not be skilled in hand-to-hand in combat, but I think I am on par with Elise when it comes to handling an Arcus. You're a pretty skilled arts user, no doubts about that, but even then, I might consider it if you were mowing down regular monsters, but magic knights are an entirely different. You said it yourself, we can't just expose someone with no combat abilities. He's outside of arts casting to something this dangerous. Sorry, I guess you're right. Still, it was worth putting it out there and seeing how you respond. As much as I want to help you out, I'd probably just get in the way. I'm sorry, Your Highness. Rest assured, Your Highness. I promise that we'll return safely. Thank you, Wayne. I'll look forward to your return here. But you better make good on that promise. All right. Let's get moving. Alright, the search is on. Magic Knight's somewhere in this direction, right? That's right. It's very slowly coming this way. So as long as we keep following this path, we should find ourselves face to face with it at some point. Well, the farther away it is, the better we're going to need to finish it off before it reaches the town. Oh no, we're in trouble. You two have been up here a fair few times, right? Yeah, I went up here with the rest of Class 7 just a couple of months ago. I wasn't really planning to, but we didn't have much choice thanks to Blue Blanc and his antics. Blue Blanc, huh? Yeah, sounds like his thing. Once he's latched onto you, it's a one-way trip to Crazy Town. But it seems like it's a little late to be saying that to you. I don't get the feeling he's involved in any of this, though. The weather is much milder now than it was then, so we shouldn't have quite as much trouble climbing, thankfully. That doesn't mean it won't be dangerous, however. Watch your step. Alright. Oops, looks like we found ourselves a monster. A fairly tough-looking one, too. Indeed, though I can't imagine it being a problem as long as we work proper use of our combat links. Be careful, Elise. I will. Combat links, blah, 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 blah. We know this through the first game. Okay, I need to work on Togo more anyway.
Now's our chance. Let's get him! My turn.
Please, allow me!
Sure thing.
Let's move.
I can do this! Shall we move on?
Yeah, but... Well done, Elise. And thank you, Bean. Cool, now that we've covered the basics, let's get back to searching. I know about that! Oh my god. I know all about them balancing everything. Wow. Are we done with the frickin' tutorials? God damn it.
Are you alright, Elise?
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
Just warms your heart, doesn't it?
If you say so.
Now's our chance. Let's move.
Please, allow me!
Sure thing.
My turn. That's that. Let's keep moving.
Oh, chest. I wonder what's inside.
Lighter. Septic in the boxes.
Now's our chance. My turn.
I can do this!
Sure thing.
Here I go.
Great! I couldn't be more pleased with the outcome. The advantage is ours! Great!
Sure thing. Sorry, that's it for you.
Alright.
Now's our chance. My turn.
I can do this!
I'm up!
Now! Got you! Here I go! Okay, it's safe for now.
Oh, a dead end? We should cross the bridge we just passed.
Oh, chest. I wonder what's inside.
Yeah.
We shall be your foes.
My turn.
I can do this.
Ready to go.
Here I go.
Sure thing.
Now! Got you!
Great! There! Shall we move on?
I do like this swing more now. Because it was just that first swing in the first game, but now it's combo. Well, it's only 2, but it's still kind of a neat combo.
Now's our chance. Here I go.
Sure thing.
Great!
Here I go.
I can do this.
Ready to go. Sorry, that's it for you.
I'll show off Overdrive a bit later. Material, which I actually needed to check. 99. So yeah, it caps at 99. That's what I figured.
Ready to go. Let's move.
Great! I couldn't be more pleased with the outcome.
There we go.
The wind seems to be picking up.
We should hurry before the sun begins to set.
Let's get him.
My turn.
I can do this!
Sure thing. Let's move.
Let's keep moving.
Ah, dang it. I didn't mean to flee.
Let's get him. Let's move.
Please, allow me!
Sure thing.
Here I go.
I can do this!
I'm up.
Here I go. Okay, it's safe for now.
The advantage is ours!
Let's move.
I can do this!
I'm up.
Phew. That's that.
We're finally at the halfway point. How are you feeling, Elise? Very well, thank you. There's no need to worry. You've been through so much, especially in recent months, and yet you've managed to overcome it all. Climbing a mountain as small as this can hardly hope to compare. Well, if you insist, but if you need to take a break, there's no shame in saying so. Agreed. The monsters around here, they're on the tough side, sure. But we can last as long as we pace ourselves. You just keep backing your brother up. I'm here backing both of you up, too. Thank you. We're getting closer to that magic night, I can sense it. But just so we're perfectly clear, you do know you don't stand a chance against it with just the three of you, don't you? Sure do, kid. It wouldn't be my first time going up against something that huge. But size isn't the only issue here. How do I put this? It's like there's some kind of strange power inside it that's helping it move. Does that mean that we will have to find a way to deal with that first? And I think I know just the way to do it. Celine, can we go back to Valimar? I'd like to ask for his help. If you feel that's the best option we have, then I've got nothing more to say. But be sure you're mentally prepared by the time we get there. I'm prepared. You got some kind of plan in mind? Works for me. We don't have much time, and we don't have much farther to go, and any plan at this point's better than none. Let's move, and remember, slow and steady's the way. Water goes down wrong, and then you end up coughing. Ugh. God, and it's not. It is completely unpleasant. Excuse me. It's a completely unpleasant cough, too. Ugh. It's the kind that frickin' hurts.
Oh, chest. I wonder what's inside.
It sounded close.
Let's get yourselves ready.
Septif. rest up. Let's do this. Oh, well, this is it. This is the monument that caused all the trouble you brought up before, right? Even now, I can sense some spiritual power. And as far as I can tell, everything here is in order. Yeah, I don't see anything abnormal going on either. It caused me a lot of trouble back when I was a kid, too. I guess I'm cursed by this spot, aren't I? Rean, don't be silly. That came from close by. Here it comes. How could it be perfectly fine after falling off a damn cliff? Ancient legends mentioned that they had the power to regenerate, but I didn't think it had that much merit. We have to stop it from reaching here. Can't do anything that'll put it. Don't do anything that'll put yourself in unnecessary danger, at least. I won't. Right. Let's give it our best shot.
Watch out! This is a tough one! Here I go! Ha!
Please, allow me!
I'm up! Now! Got you!
Yeah, that's one of the problems
Here I go.
with fighting magic fights. It's in this and in 3. Especially 3.
I'm up!
They tend to regain health, and it's really goddamn annoying.
My turn!
Thankfully, I'm doing
Please,
crap
allow me.
Sure thing.
0 hearts. Let's take advantage.
Here I go.
So apparently they've made art stronger in this one.
This activate. Here's one on me.
Ooh, nice art support. Huh. They're stronger and have less casting, which is nice.
I can do this!
What is your best craft? Sure. Let's humiliate the shit out of
Assume your
you. You wouldn't
stance.
have this one game, I'm pretty sure, but then again, you need
Fragrant Garden!
I'm up!
Well, do you have one? You do. Let's pull it off.
Time to stop holding back! is gonna hurt! Rebellion Storm!
I like that. At least this wasn't too bad either.
Sorry, that's it for you.
Think that did it? Not yet. How can it grow more arms? You can't be serious. Well, think he's ready? Ready enough, but he won't be able to fight for very long. Still, it's the best chance we got. Please, Toval, stay back. Why? What for?
Heed my call.
Valimar, the Ashen Knight!
Wiki. Thank you, Valimar. Time for your gimmick for this game. I swear I didn't have to plan that to be so well
What's that sound?
Am I seeing things?
Yeah, he's recovered enough to fend off this guy at least. Try and actually win this time, got it?
Not a problem. I'm counting on you, Valimar. Our target's the Magic Knight right in front of us.
Acknowledged. However, operational time is limited to a maximum of 300 seconds. Caution is advised.
So this is the Ashen Knight? I heard about it fighting against the Alliance forces trying to take over Trista, but wow, this is something else.
Are you really moving that, Reed?
Elise, Toval, I'll take care of this. Stay back.
Roger that. Come on, Missy. We're gonna be in danger if we stay here.
All right.
I'll have to rely on the unarmed form this time too, but that's fine by me. Okay, here goes!
By the way, there is no time limit to this fight.
All right. You ready?
So, same rules as the end of Cold Steel 1. Find the weak point, exploit. Body, nothing. Smack me for pitiful amounts of damage. Arms. Dodge that, counter me. Doing a pitiful amount of damage. Damage, now you can use stance. So now, difference. Body.
It's working. Keep it up.
Let's go. There it is. Whoop. So yeah.
That's it. Just a little more.
I don't remember if this is a new game because of the new game plus or what. Alright, let's go for the Yeah. Oh wow. It went for the finisher in. I accidentally did.
did it!
Thank goodness! I think he's used up every last bit of the mana he recovered.
That was a close one.
You didn't have a weapon, and yet you still came out on top, Rean. Not half bad. Not that it means you're ready to take on the Azure Awakener. That's a ways away.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Combat efficiency demonstrated a 5% increase over the previous battle. I look forward to observing further improvement in the future.
Sure. I hope I don't let you down. I barely know a thing about you. But even then, it's clear as day that you're far more reliable than I'll ever be. Well, it doesn't matter how it happened. The fact is, we're now fighting alongside one another as both allies and friends. So don't worry. I'll do everything I can to become strong enough to draw out your full power. Strong enough to even win against Crow.
I shall await that day.
Rean!
Hey there. You did great, champ.
Thanks. You didn't get hurt at all, did you, Elise?
I'm fine. I'm more concerned about you. Are you feeling all right? I'd heard about what happened the last time you fought inside that thing.
I'm a little tired, but that's all. I probably wouldn't have gotten off so easily if things were anywhere close to being like last time, honestly.
As I've said once before, all damage taken by a Divine Knight is passed on to its Awakener. So take that as extra motivation to continue getting better at piloting him.
Oh yeah, you did say that, didn't you? Well, I'd have to improve my piloting skills to get things done anyway. I've got every intention of getting better.
You're sounding a lot more sure of yourself now.
Does that mean you're feeling better?
Yeah, never better. If I want to reunite with the others, I need to keep moving forward. Sorry. I've got a feeling I'm just gonna be causing you a lot more grief in the future.
Oh, don't you worry about that. I'm plenty used to it. And besides, I'd like nothing more than for you to be reunited with your classmates.
Thanks, Elise.
You can be such a troublemaker.
Sounds like things are all wrapped up here.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Hi, Vita.
That can't be.
Oh, not now. Rianos!
It's the bird I saw in the Capitol.
Hello there, darling. Miss me? It's so lovely to see you again, Rean.
Is that bird talking?
After Celine, a bird shouldn't be any more surprising, but still. You've got some nerve showing yourself, Vita. Although not enough nerve to show up in person, apparently. So what does Ouroboros' oh-so-amazing second Anguis, the Azure Abyss herself, want with us?
What's an Anguis?
One of Ouroboros' top brass.
It's nice to see you again too, Celine. And while I know of them, I can't say I recall ever being formally introduced to Rean's adorable sister or that handsome bracer with you. I'm sorry that our first meeting had to be through my familiar.
Huh?
Misty. No. I suppose I should call you Vita now. How did you know we were here?
We've been trying to find the whereabouts of the Ashen Knight for quite a while, you see. We've been searching for the past month since the Civil War began without any luck. But then we sensed an active magic knight in this area, and that was what finally led us to you.
I wasn't expecting our location to be discovered this quickly.
I got to see your battle with Crow too, incidentally. For it being the first time you've ever piloted a knight, you did rather well. If we're being objective, though, it was more akin to a tiger swatting away at a cub.
What are Crow and that Azure Knight doing now anyway? And what happened to everyone at the Academy?
I'm sure they're fine, Reen.
Crow's been keeping himself very, very busy. The Noble Alliance forces see him as their little joker. They call him the Azure Chevalier now. I'm afraid I don't know anything about your classmates, though. Emma's in hiding now, too. Still, if you want to know that badly...
That didn't sound good.
That sounded like gunfire.
Uh-oh. I wasn't expecting them to arrive so soon. It sounds like the Jaegers hired by Duke Alborea are here. I'm guessing it's only a matter of time now before Princess Alphen is taken into their custody.
Jaegers? In Ymir?
Her Highness?
Damn it.
I can assure you that I have nothing to do with what's happening over there. I think you're going to want to hurry, though. Perhaps if you run fast enough, you might be able to get back in time.
How dare she act like this is all some game!
Let it go, Celine. We've got to hurry.
Yeah, Her Highness and the rest of Ymir are in real danger if we don't get moving.
Right!
I wonder which Jaeger Corps we're dealing with here.
I really hope everyone's all right.
Let's just hurry.
Lisa, are you okay? I can't believe they sent Jaegers to Ymir. Looks like the Noble Alliance doesn't even care about trying to keep up appearances anymore. Anguis said that she has nothing to do with it, though. It's true that this kind of thing isn't really her style. If she were to abduct someone, trust me, she'd happily enjoy squeezing the life out of such a nasty obstacle to the very last drop. I suppose it just goes to show that the Noble Alliance isn't quite as united as it looks. Words. I guess now is as good a time as any to ask. Just who is Misty? I mean, Vita Clotilda anyway. I know that Misty, the radio show host, and Clotilda, the opera singer, will both be just acts. She's a member of the Hexen clan too. She's known as the Witch of the Abyss, and she vanished after breaking a taboo 7 years ago. Think of her as a sister. And that blue bird who's totally blue, usually with her, Rianos, it's a familiar like me. Witch? Familiar? Well, I'm lost. But in short, she's related to you and Emma, right? Essentially, yes. Emma's been trying to find Vita ever since she disappeared. She had to put that on hold when her duty required her to join the academy. But how could she have missed her when she was so close by the whole time? Wait a second. Misty spent a fair amount of time in Trista going to to and from the radio station building. She was popular among the students, too. And yet all that time, all those months, you never once realized her true identity? Something's off about that. Vita likely used some form of curse to keep us from finding out. Witches are capable of interfering with the laws of causality and the cognitive abilities of others. She probably made it so no information regarding her or her whereabouts would even reach us. That sounds so frightening. Tell me about it. It makes sense, though. She wouldn't be the only Anguist to know how to mess with people's cognitive abilities. Yeah. Weissman, anyone? Alright, that's all I need to know for now. Anyway, have you caught your breath, Elise? Yes, thank you. We can keep going. Good, let's get to you. I do like that there was an actual reason for me to stop.
I can hear more.
Why does this have to be happening?
They might just be warning shots. Try and stay calm.
Are we going to make it in time?
I like that there was an actual reason for me to ask Celine that question. In other words, he was letting Elise catch her breath. That's a nice touch.
Oh, heavens!
Your Highness, please hurry back inside the mansion and hide. Whatever may come to pass, we won't allow them to touch you.
But...
There you are. We are the Northern Jaegers, and we've entered a contract with the Kreutzen province. By the order of its lord, Duke Alberea. We are here to take you into protective custody, Your Highness.
No. Auntie Lucia?
Out of the way, woman!
I ask you to leave this village at once. The Schwarzer family has historical connections with the Imperial family. So as long as I live, you will not lay a hand on Her Highness.
You got guts, if nothing else. But I'm not going to repeat myself again. Our orders are that the lives of all other than Princess Alphen are of no consequence. Am I making myself clear?
But please don't!
Don't you dare lay a hand on them! Who are you?
Uncle Teo!
Darling.
I am the Baron of Ymir, Teo Schwarzer, and I will serve as your opponent. Begin!
Not all talk, I see.
The art of swordsmanship has been passed down in the Schwarzer family for generations. I couldn't hope to compare to Master Kafai or Lord Asaid, but I dedicate myself to honing my skills all the same.
Clearly you're not the type of noble who sits idly by and hires men to fight his battles for him.
But I wonder how much use your sword will have if we try this.
I'm sorry, Mr. Baron.
You cowards! Have you no shame?
All that matters to we Jaegers is fulfilling our contract by any means necessary. Fail to cooperate, and you know what happens next.
It sounded like a machine gun.
There's fire everywhere!
Damn it. Looks like we're up against some pretty high-ranking Jaegers here.
Your Highness!
Whoa. He's a monster.
Rean! Rean, don't! Don't lose yourself to anger! That will only lead to a repeat of what happened 8 years ago!
Elise.
He's still breathing. Your father's alive, Rean. Hang in there. I'll do first aid right away.
Lady Schwarzer is just fine, too. She was knocked unconscious, but I don't see any injuries. She's okay. Auntie Lucia, stay with us! Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, he doesn't quite have full control over that power yet.
Are you back to normal? Rean, speak to me.
Sorry, Elise. I lost control of myself again.
It's all right. It's all right. You came back to me in the end, and that's all that matters.
Elise, I'm sorry. I really am.
Auntie Lucia! Are you all right, Auntie Lucia?
Your Highness, you're unharmed.
Yes, I'm fine. And it's all because of you and your family. I can't even begin to thank you enough.
Your Highness, there's no need to cry. You have the face of an angel. Please don't spoil it with tears.
Well, I'm glad she's in no mortal danger. Toval, what about Father?
I've given him some first aid, but he was injured pretty severely. We should get him to somewhere he can receive proper treatment as soon as possible.
No.
Dad.
Honestly, some people have no patience.
Vita, you...
What do you want with us this time?
I had some concerns about how things were over here, so I decided to come and have a look. Duke Alborea's really gone and done it this time. It's obvious that he really wants to get ahead of Duke Cayenne, but this isn't the most prudent way to do it.
You act like he's not one of your allies.
Now, there's no need to take your anger out on me. I can't undo what's already happened. But if it will help, I can at least clear up his mess for you.
What?
It's time to sleep, my children. Fall into a loving oblivion, cradled in your merciful mother's arms.
A lullaby?
No. This is...
You will descend the mountain as you are, and you will report to Duke Alborea that you found nothing out of the ordinary.
Yes, Mother. We will.
Oh my.
Unbelievable. So this is what you witches are capable of, is it?
It's the least I could do after all the trouble you've been through. Duke Alborea is unlikely to doubt what they tell him, so this village shouldn't be targeted again for a while. Although, I'm guessing a gesture like this pales in comparison to what I would have to do to earn your forgiveness.
Misty, are you...
Don't be taken in by her sweet talk. She doesn't do things like this out of kindness.
She doesn't.
Targets in sight.
Yeah. Huh.
What?
Elise! Shit! Was she here the whole time?
Now that was silly of you, wasn't it? You should never take your eyes off the princess you're meant to be protecting. As far as knights go, I'm afraid you failed spectacularly in nearly every regard.
Please, let me go! Targets apprehended successfully. Targets identified as Objective 1 and Objective 2. Mission complete.
Who are you? And what do you want? And why does that thing you're on look just like Eric Getlum?
It really does. I take it you being with her means you're an enforcer or something?
I don't comprehend your question.
She's not with Ouroboros, actually. She's a behind-the-scenes helper of sorts who was donated to the Noble Alliance by an anonymous benefactor. Think of her as yet another ally of the Alliances, much like ourselves, Zephyr, and the Imperial Liberation Front.
Couldn't ask for a more terrifying lineup right there.
If you like, you can think of me as the Wicked Witch, while she's the Black Rabbit guiding my steps with every adorable hop.
Stop messing around! Lady Clotilde, please give the order to retreat. There is no need to remain here any longer.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Let's be going.
Elise! Your Highness! Stop! Stop! Bring them back!
Our story is well underway. There will be many obstacles waiting for you. But struggle on and overcome them. And I'm sure that, eventually, you'll reach the stage where the Azure Chevalier awaits. Don't let me down, Reen Schwarzer.
I won't let it end this way! Hang in there, you two! I'm coming for you! I promise!
Same time in the Croizon province airspace. Aboard the Pantagruel, Imperial flagship with Noble Alliance.
Has something wondrous caught your eye?
Well, if it isn't Duke Cayenne and the Azure Chevalier.
Marvelous, isn't it, Rufus? Does it not bring you joy to look down upon our land from such great heights? Especially when one considers our victory in the war that rages on it all but in our grasp.
I'm afraid I have far too much on my mind at the moment to take in such pleasures. But the war is indeed raging on, just as you say. And with every day that passes, I worry more for the people of my father's province caught up in it.
So young, and yet you've already adopted such a delightful perspective. It's clear to me now why your father holds you in such high esteem. Had I a son like you, then I too would take notice of the achievements you've curried in the war thus far.
You flatter me, sir. Green though I may be, I intend to do all in my power to carry out your will as Supreme Commander of the Noble Alliance.
Please, I am Supreme Commander, yes, but I wouldn't permit merely anyone to take the position of Chief of Staff. Rest assured, you have earned my favor. We are both equally burdened to guide this conflict to a swift conclusion, all for the good of the common people who suffer from it. If only they understood the lengths we go to for them. And on that note, I assume you've already decided on how we will be proceeding?
At present, 60% of the nation is under our control. But on the other hand, the Imperial Army still has a full 50% of its military might remaining. The key to our victory lies in deciding how best to divide the remaining armored divisions between the East and West.
Excellent. Our alliance forces have you, as well as the Panzer Soldats. We have General Aurelia and Brigadier General Wallace, two of the finest soldiers the provincial armies have ever seen. To say nothing of the Azure Diva and the countless other allies lending us their aid. Our victory is only a matter of time. Wouldn't you agree, Crow?
I wouldn't get too comfortable if I were you. Just so we're on the same page here, Divine Knights aren't omnipotent or anything. Ordine isn't going to be wiping fortresses like Corellia off the map in an instant the way Crossbell's Ion did. They're not that mind-bogglingly powerful, sorry to say.
Come now, Crow. You're so modest. Well, no matter. We needn't concern ourselves with Crossbell for the present. Gilead Osborne has fallen. No longer will we be plagued by that detestable man and his foolish ideals. However, his loathsome legacy still lives on. This great nation has been filled with undesirable pollutants as a result of him and his followers. Our primary task shall be to wash away the filth and restore Erebonia to its rightful, glorious form, a land ruled by nobles.
As you wish.
I nearly forgot. Regarding the other Chevalier, I'm in the midst of pondering if there is a way to get him to join us. And being that you're such a close friend of his, your assistance may be required at some point. Give it some thought, won't you?
Understood.
You don't think it'll be quite as easy as our friend the Duke does, do you? I can see it written all over your face.
Afraid not. The army isn't the only thing we need to worry about. Not with the RMP and the intelligence division at large. Then there's the fact we couldn't catch the Crimson Wings. Whatever other potential threats piling up on the side. Plus, you know, your brother's out there too. It's way too early to be getting cocky.
My brother is no less a son of the House of Alberea. I'm expecting him to show me the best he can muster, and I don't doubt he'll come at me with everything he's got. But ultimately... unforeseen circumstances are exactly the reason we carry only the finest insurance. Are they not, dear ladies and gentlemen?
You're so right.
Feels kind of overkill having all of us on the same side.
Still, this is how wars are fought.
Whatever, so long as we get to have our fun.
Just don't forget. We're not here for you. We won't be working together forever.
Oh, but the fireworks that will spark from our partnership will be ever so beautiful.
Yeah, I guess I can help.
Point taken. I can't see anyone or anything out there having a chance against this group of monsters.
That's the idea. I leave the unseen side of this War of the Lions reenactment in your capable hands. You're up against the Ironbloods, the Crimson Wings, and the Horned Lions. With opponents like that, you needn't hold anything back. Go forth and enjoy your fill of battle.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was the prologue. enjoy the opening one more time.
どんな夢を見ればいいの絶望さえ奪う
It's weird because that actually was a better intro than I was remembering. It's weird. I'm like, huh? I mean, okay. I think we maybe have some Babylon 5 effect going on with this. Or maybe I was just like, not in the right headspace. Because there is stuff in here that I absolutely love, okay? I'm not going to lie about that. There's plenty of stuff that I absolutely just love about this, both story and gameplay-wise. But... God. Part of me... The reason I'm so torn, admittedly... Put this. The reason why I honestly didn't feel like my first playthrough was mostly just because I don't know how to put this. There was just something about this that just left me disappointed. And maybe it was just the fact that the final dungeon just pissed me off, and the fact that the final boss, spoilers, is literally a carbon copy of Loa Erebonius. And that's probably tainting my perception. But I don't know. That was actually a pretty damn good intro, so I don't know what to tell you guys. But that is the prologue, Depths of Despair, done. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and chop this off here. Because this is a good stopping point, and I don't know how much I can realistically get done in another hour. And besides, there's some other stuff I'd like to do today anyways, so there's that. Namely, I've got some dishes that need doing, So, Wednesday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Well, we're going to see the aftermath. We're going to have... Rean is going to start his journey to start reuniting with Class 7. And the ones we'll be starting with, you may or may not be expecting. Till then, Blue Wolf Alex of the Lore Walkers, signing out. I'm going to go start uploading the VODs for Cold Steel 1. Later, guys.